Hello, I'm back with a baby. Just to catch you up, it's been 4 weeks since she's been born, but she was born 6 weeks early. She was in the NICU for 2 weeks. I felt so lucky that it was only 2 weeks, because there are parents I know who spend so much time there. So yeah, it was an interesting time that felt like an eternity, but she's home now. She's healthy. She's gaining weight. I'm healthy. Actually, today's the first day that I actually feel good, because I've been sick for the last 4 weeks since she was born. I had a 12-day cough, and a cough after a C-section is like not fun. And then I got mastitis so quickly, but then I got COVID, which apparently is everywhere right now. Today is the first day that I'm starting to feel like energy, which is so exciting, because I'm so ready to just move on to the next part of our life. It's just felt a little challenging lately, but she's an angel. She's been, I knock on wood, pretty easy, pretty predictable. You know, babies eat, sleep, poop. She's on that routine, and it's been going smoothly. So yeah, the biggest challenge lately has just been trying not to get an infection while breastfeeding, trying to get over sicknesses that are going around. So we are on the road to recovery. I am, but I love her so much, and I am just so thankful to be past that pregnancy. I talked about this before, but just if this is the first time you're watching, the doctor told me I had most likely suspected placenta accreta, and definitely placenta previa. So you don't really know if the suspected accreta is confirmed until they're in there. So when he was finally in there, I didn't have it, and that was the best possible outcome for me. I knew I would have placenta previa because they could see it, but with not having the accreta, and like I had to go into that surgery signing consent forms of them, like if they need to take my uterus out to save my life, like please, yes, do it. So that was the plan. I went into surgery knowing that there was a very high possibility, actually, like he said, a 75% chance of me having to lose my uterus. And when they were in there and they said the placenta came out, this might be TMI, but I couldn't believe how like lucky I felt, and like how all of those weeks, since 20 weeks, thinking that I was going to have a hysterectomy and a C-section at the same time, I didn't have to have it. And so I just had the C-section, which was still a major surgery and took a very long time to recover from. I'm still recovering from it. Because I was sick afterwards, I had a cough right afterwards, and that has caused some complications for the scar, like closing up. So I'm still recovering from the C-section, basically. And I just felt, and I still feel so thankful that I am back home healthy, and my baby is home healthy. Like that, the whole pregnancy really just like made me realize what is important in life and what is not. And so there were times in the pregnancy where I truly, like, not to sound dramatic, but I mean, it is a life-threatening condition, especially if they don't know that you have it. Thankfully, they knew I had. They just took every cautionary step possible to make sure that I was going to be okay. So I'm very thankful for the doctors and the nurses at UNC Chapel Hill, because I just always felt like I was in the best hands. So this week is the first week where I'm actually feeling pretty good, and we're going to get into a new routine because I have a new little baby, and I don't know what that routine's going to look like. And my house is such a mess, and I wish someone could come into my house right now and create an organization method system for every single room. It's so unorganized and I feel a little overwhelmed, but we're going to get through this week and we're going to make it a good week because I need a good week. I need a good week without having some sort of infection or sickness. We're going to make it a good week. My voice is still a little hoarse, but I want to take the stroller out, go on walks, get back into an exercise routine, a walking routine. I'm not yet ready to actually like lift weights or anything, but I'm just excited to continue on with hopefully having good health. Yeah. So I don't know what this video is going to look like because I don't know what my routine is going to look like. And I just know it's a lot of feeding this little squish baby. And oh, her name is not Squishy. It's, even though Brooks calls her Squishy still, it's her middle name is Louise after my grandma, my dad's mom. And her middle name was Louise. And then her first name is Everett, which was a name I've always loved for a boy, but we added a little E on the end. It looks very feminine, and I've always loved like kind of grandpa names for girls. I don't know why, but Everett Louise, we've been calling her Evie. So I'm sure she'll grow up and be called Evie most of the time. Evie Lou is just a nickname we've been calling her. And look at her hair. Look at this head. She has so much hair, which explains a lot of heartburn symptoms I was having. But she's so special. I love her so much. And I'm just so... I can't believe it's been 4 weeks. She's a month. I can't believe she's a month old. You sweet little baby. And Brooks has been so sweet. I just feel so... I feel so thankful. I feel so thankful lately for my kids and my husband and the doctors and the nurses and my family, our neighbors who have been bringing like home cooked meals and like dropping them off for our dinners. I just feel incredibly thankful lately, and I'm ready to have a nice, good, healthy week with sweet little Evie Lou. Okay, it's a new week. We're starting over. Last week, I said I was going to get into a routine, and I don't even know what just happened. But this week, I mean, we did get into a little bit of a routine, but yesterday was my due date, and so now I feel like I can kind of start going off of like little milestones and stuff, but we'll try again. I have been starting every day out on the porch swing, and it is so the best way to start my day. I don't know if it's just the sunlight first thing in the morning or the sounds out here of like all the bugs and birds. I should have been doing this when I was pregnant. It's so good for my mental health. This wall is empty because first of all, we're finishing wallpapering it. And I finally found the perfect piece of furniture for this wall that I've been looking for almost 2 years. It's been probably a year and a half since I started looking for a cabinet that is the length of this wall. So it's on its way to be delivered currently, and I'll show you as soon as it gets here, but I'm so excited. It has so much storage. Cannot believe I found something with these measurements, these exact measurements. Ta-da! She's so beautiful in here. I still need to add like crown molding just to kind of like make it look more complete. Like, look at that storage. And this color of it is beautiful. The space, like the measurements, if you're standing here, it doesn't block any of the window. So many doors. I do think I want to find some hardware to like with a knob. Also, I have been wearing her. She just like falls asleep so easily when I wear her. It's so beautiful for fall, and it's so supportive and so comfortable. We are
are decorating the porch for fall because tomorrow is the first day of fall. And we put these like giant sticks from our backyard in a pot. We're gonna put like a bunch of dried hydrangeas on them. First, my goal is to make like a cozy fall porch, and then have
a birdie. We don't have a birdie nest.
Right, we don't have a birdie nest.
We have to do it.
Okay.
Let's put the birdie nest way up there.
First, it's gonna be like a cozy porch. As it gets closer to Halloween, we're gonna do a spooky porch. Make it more, hang like bats and crows and spider webs and everything. Try to look past the plywood in our door. We're getting it fixed. We're getting it repaired, the glass, and it takes a while because it's so like a special type of glass. I need to cut this. I added some faux leaves, and then I added a lot more of the dead hydrangeas. And it looks, I think, really pretty. Let me back away to show you. I don't know. I kind of like it. Found the best pumpkin selection that I've ever seen all here. This is L&C Pumpkin Patch. This is at the State Farmers Market. That's perfect. Like every single pumpkin you could ever imagine. Wait till I show you the mum section. Next is the mums. I think I'm going to go with these orange ones and the like red ones down there. But look how fluffy. This is like mom heaven. We just unloaded the car. We have some corn, some mums, some kale, pumpkins. We're going to finish decorating the porch for cozy part of fall before we go to the spooky part of fall. And we're going to restructure this stick situation with the branches and hydrangeas in front of the door. We're going to secure it against the house to be just safer. And then we're going to put the mums out, and then we're going to put the pumpkins out. I'm going to attempt to secure these to the wall using some command hooks, and we'll see how it works. So we have a little sticky thing on there. They feel pretty secure. I'm actually very impressed with these. Instead of doing two double ones, doing one gigantic one and then one mini one to kind of balance out everything. You'll find a branch in our backyard that has like probably about here, and then I have just a couple more branches to use, and then I'll fill it all out with these hydrangeas. The next step is going to be just filling all of these branches with these brown crispy dead hydrangeas, and it's going to look super just like natural, make it look a lot more organic because obviously these are fake leaves. Love these little baskets to easily put your mums in because it just makes them so much prettier, and with like very little effort. They're not expensive, and they just look they have that like cozy country autumn feel. Here is where I ended up. I did a big one on one side, a tiny one on the other side. I like the mixed pumpkins up here. Not the mixed pumpkins, the mixed mums. I think they're so pretty. Over here, I added those little like baskets. I thought that was cute. And then in here, we have some dried hydrangeas, some faux stems, but you could use real ones, and then sticks as like the foundation. And then everything you can see is like hooked up against the wall. Added some pumpkins up there. I think I'm gonna try and get some better like photos tomorrow when it's light, because it's getting kind of dark, and I have a little girl on me,
and Brooks is over here. I had to sacrifice some of my mums to make a monster creation. It's a pretty creative monster. It has 3 legs. Cool monster.
And a smiley face.
And a smiley face. Okay, I think that concludes our video today. I love how it turned out. I think it'll be really cozy, and then as we get towards like the spooky, towards Halloween, I will put like bats and crows hanging from those branches. It'll look really good. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.